All right, the Russell Wilson trade, Aaron Rodgers being back, a Carson Wentz trade. So much chaos has happened. But it looks like I can finally get a day where I can breathe and get caught up on some content that I desperately need to post. Your Jordan Love video, Bobby Wagner's video, the Seahawks need a video on what they're doing, and Khalil Mack just got traded to the Chargers. Excuse me. Okay. Welcome back, everybody, to Good Sports. My name is James Irvin, and oh my God, the Bears saw Aaron Rodgers return. We're like, well, we can't win anything, so Aaron, you own us. What should we do? And Aaron Rodgers was like, get Khalil Mack out of division. Got it, boss. And they sent him over to the Los Angeles Chargers for a 2nd and a 6th, taking on $24 million in dead money. Not great. But the Chargers taking a salary, so multiple Chargers salary cap is being on Khalil Mack. So that goes there. A bunch of their free agency plans mostly look towards the draft. As you can see there, Chargers fans. But the Bears now, losing Khalil Mack. Obviously, Robert Quinn had a great season last year. You're going to lose probably Akeem Hicks to free agency as well. That defensive line is not looking great. Obviously, losing Allen Robinson isn't good. This is going to be a very different Bears team. I think a lot of Bears fan picture. This is not a great look for Ryan Poles, the new general manager, because a 2nd and a 6th for Khalil Mack, a guy who is a game-changing defensive player, and shipping him off to the Chargers as well, being paired up with Joey Bosa. Scary D-line. Obviously, Khalil Mack got hurt last year, but going in, Defense Player of the Year favorite, I feel, because he's just that game-changing and explosive. He can get pressures. He can stop you in the run game. Khalil Mack is just a great player. And sending him off to the Chargers, yeah, I gotta feel bad for Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson being absolutely screwed here is so hilarious. He goes from Aaron Donald twice a year to Bosa and Mack twice a year. And what does this mean for the Chargers? The Broncos made a big move. The Chiefs are just the Chiefs, and they needed a big, huge move to comprehend that, and they loaded up on Khalil Mack. The Chargers believe they're a playoff team. I believe they're a playoff team. I believe the Broncos are a playoff team. I believe the Chiefs are a playoff team. Raiders are fringe for me because we don't even know where Derek Carr is going to be. Derek Carr being rumored. A lot of that stuff. So the Bears, they obviously don't think they're going to be a playoff team this year. They thought they could win. They would have kept Khalil Mack on their team, I believe. So they knew Aaron Rodgers was coming back, and they shipped him out of there. Khalil Mack was like out of there. But it's a good move in the end, I feel. It will help them a lot. Because paying Khalil Mack a lot of money, they was getting paid great quarterback money. And you just can't do that to stay in a roster, especially in a couple years. Justin Fields' contract is going to be up. And if Justin Fields shows flashes and plays like a lot of the Bears fans think he's going to be playing, but he hasn't shown that yet, then yeah, he's going to be getting paid a lot of contract. But it just isn't a really great look right there for the Bears' new front office. Bears fans are already upset because Khalil Mack helped change that franchise. In 2017, they sucked. And they brought in Trubisky. And then they made a glorious move to bring in Khalil Mack, and they made the playoffs. And they went 8-8, but Khalil Mack was there making the playoffs. This year, Khalil Mack wasn't on the field, didn't make the playoffs. Nah, coincidence. But the Chargers now ultimately going up and making that huge championship move push. This team believes they are there. They are right there. So bringing them in, that's just a scary D-line. It wasn't even a first-round pick, so you get to keep your first-round pick, and you can get Jordan Davis out of Georgia. Bosa. Big-ass Jordan Davis, who's ginormous, like a gigantic human being. Like, this man was made in a lab huge. Like, 3 of me's, and I'm 5'10". I'm 5'10", about 160. 3 of me's. 3. Large human. And then Khalil Mack was dominant. Very dominant. Rookie who's just ginormous to fill up run games. Dominant. Chargers want it. They want it badly. And I think this affects the AFC West in huge, numerous ways. Because, number one, the Chiefs, they've had offensive line struggles all year, really. In the Super Bowl, it really cost the Super Bowl. This year, the defense was so bad. And now, blocking those 2 guys twice a year, I mean, you guys had trouble facing the Chargers that much a year. I think this makes them one of the scariest teams in the AFC. Let's just look at all the playoff teams in the AFC, and not all of these guys can make the playoffs. Ravens, Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers, Bills, Patriots. Well, there's 7 right there. That'd be the playoffs, maybe not in the exact seeding. Then you get the Raiders, Super Bowl team Bengals, Titans, Colts, potentially, but the Colts are loaded roster. I just need to get rid of Carson Wentz. Oh, and they did! Moving on to the next trade. Carson Wentz. Now we'll talk about him in a second. Though, but the Chargers become a very scary team. Justin Herbert was scary, took a big step up last year. I think this defense takes a huge step up. They saw how bad that defense was, how bad that run defense was with Khalil Mack joining them. That changed this defense in a great, great, great way. For the Bears, not a playoff team next year. Sorry about it. I don't see this team becoming a playoff team, all just for getting that extra second-round pick and a sixth-round pick unless they want to use some of that cap. They don't make any huge moves besides shipping off Khalil Mack. The front office is like, we're going to be bad this year, then the next year we're going to be good. But even then, how can you be that great with Justin Fields not showing the big step up? And as of right now, he hasn't shown it, but he hasn't played any games. But if he shows it, then yeah, I feel like the third year they're probably a playoff team, especially with Aaron Rodgers does his whole drama bullshit again. So we'll see what happens. But now Carson Wentz went to the Commanders. Washington wanted that quarterback. I don't think it's like the biggest upgrade from Taylor Heineke. But it's Carson Wentz, and he can be great if he had time and showed flashes of it. And then watching him play against the Jaguars really sold it. Frank Wright had to apologize to Jim Irsay. Not a great move, but who's the Colts quarterback? A lot of names being thrown out there. Derek Carr for the trade. I think that makes the Colts playoff team. Jordan Love. Shit, Jordan Love. Trubisky. No, that's not going to work. Fitzmagic, I can see that working. Jimmy Garoppolo seems to be the biggest name out there right now to be who is going to be the Colts' next quarterback, and I like it. For Washington, I don't think this really changes much. For your standing, I don't think this makes you better than Dallas, and I really don't think it makes you better than Philly. You might beat Philly twice a year, but you might not have the same record as Philly. So it's a move that was made, but I don't think it really impacts everything. I don't think it changes everything that much. But what does change everything is Khalil Mack going to the Chargers. Bears are no longer a playoff team contention, and now you got the Chargers moving up. It's chess. What are the Chiefs going to do to one up? What are the Raiders going to do to one up these guys? I don't know. More NFL offseason content coming your way. Lots more videos coming your way as well. Thank you for listening.